week 76 of DVDFiend. Today we'll be reviewing a film. It's I wouldn't necessarily call it horror, or I wouldn't really necessarily call it like anything like action or science fiction, or even really a cult film. Even though this film is actually from 1986, I would consider it more like in the exploitation or sexploitation genre. Even though it does put it off as, I think, as being an action film, I can see where that's coming from, but I also see where it's more like an exploitation or sexploitation film. And as you probably know by the title of this video, it is the S&M Hunter. Now, honestly, I can't really show you too much. I couldn't show you any of the clips from this film because honestly, there's so much nudity in this film. I really can't find any certain spot where I'd be able to show you like certain parts I'm going to talk about without getting in trouble on here. And I really don't want to go through the hassle of having to censor it and everything. But anyways, basically, it starts off with at like this bondage place, and this like the guy who's running the place takes in he's talking to this other guy that wants to do the whole S&M thing. Shows him the different forms of S&M, and the one guy decides to do the sadist route, and pretty much just ends up beating the fuck out of this one girl. And he basically tells him, well, you're not really a sadist, and basically talks about him hating women and everything. And he's pretty much says, well, like pretty much wants him to learn from a real sadist, which is the S&M Hunter. But in the long run, they don't really try to focus too much on like him trying to teach him anything or anything like that. But pretty much the S&M Hunter has to go save this one guy who was captured by this group of, like, this gang of girls who are using him as a sex toy. But the really cool part about this is he can tie up people in like the craziest way. He can put like women in bondage and everything, and he just basically does it by throwing like these ropes, and they just wrap around these girls and everything. It's very anime or like manga type style of a movie. It's not necessarily, there's no animation in this film, but it has that style, you know, kind of like Ichi the Killer had that type of style, you know, had a manga type style. It's very comic bookish. But overall, it's really cool. It definitely is more like an exploitation film, in my opinion. Because I don't know if the other one, because there's another movie to this. It's pretty much, I think it's S&M Hunter, the beginning, or something like that. It actually, I don't know if it came out before this one or not. But this one came out in 1986, and this was put out by, I'm not sure if I'm going to say this right, Pink Aiga, which just basically means pink film. It basically, this company represents what the films that they distribute, because it's considered a pink film. Pink films, I think, are 1/3 of the films that actually come out in Japan every year is a pink film like this, like has erotic themes to a actual film. Another good one is Lonely Cow Weeps at Dawn. But yeah, the S&M Hunter, I knew I was gonna have a lot of fun with this one the second I seen the cover of this. It's only like 61 minutes long. It's not too long, but I have to say, you know, if you're offended by, even though you can tell it's not real, by women being like hit and everything like that, or put into bondage situations and that type of stuff, I suggest not watching this. But if you could have fun with this type of that type of stuff and everything, then I do highly suggest this. There's not really much more to say about it. I love the guy's eye patch, actually. He does actually have that in the film. He's just cool. I really, really enjoy this. I really want to see the other film that also has him in it. It's pretty much how he became the S&M Hunter, how he learned and everything. it kind of reminds me of like on Kill Bill, how they go back and they show how she became a good fighter. You know, the one woman can become a good fighter and everything. And that's what that kind of reminds me of, like the other one of this reminds me. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Sorry it wasn't a horror review, but I just had to really tell you guys about this one. Yeah, it's definitely cool. Definitely check it out. What more can I say? Alright guys, take it easy.